in various groups and in solo opportunities. But tonight, while she could sing, tonight she isn't here to sing. She's here to share her story. And so we have this opportunity to hear this very personal and very honest story from Em. So we welcome Em. Come on up and share your story.
Thanks, Steve. Okay, there we go. Good evening, everyone. I'm really grateful to be up here, able to share with you, and thank you for coming out for this. First, public service announcement. I get emotional when I read my stuff, so you have been warned. I'm going to start with a devotional that I wrote 2 years ago for our Advent devotional for Christmas during a year where I experienced a great amount of change. It's called Leave It. The command that I was taught for my Newfoundland puppy to leave something alone on the ground that was bad for her was leave it. Leave it, I tell her when she stops at a pile of waste she wants to sniff. Leave it, I tell her when she comes across a mouthful of food she wants to gobble down. In this command, we are meant to protect our beloved pets from doing something that is bad for them. We tell them to leave it, don't go near it, don't engage. Just let it be. And who knew that those 2 words would hold such power for not only my new puppy, but for me as well. This year, 2022, brought tremendous change in my life. I am finding myself facing the end of my nearly 20-year marriage. The extreme waves of emotion that come with a change of this magnitude can be crippling, devastating, and just plain confusing. It can leave you feeling helpless and alone. One night, when feeling especially lost, a question formed in my head to no one in particular. How am I supposed to do this? As I stood in silence in my kitchen, I heard my own voice gently but firmly say, leave it. 2 simple words that suddenly had a completely different meaning to me. Leave it. Let it go. Let it be and give it to God in prayer. And I confess I've often struggled with the notion of prayer. I don't know how to do it, and if I'm completely honest, I'm not sure I ever believed it would make much of a difference until it did. There is a hymn called What a Friend We Have in Jesus that contains the phrase, take it to the Lord in prayer. That hymn has new meaning to me, and that night, that small experience gave me new insight as to how to handle the joys and sorrows life offers all of us. I've been fortunate this year, 2022. Bonds already held were strengthened, support from surprising new sources have emerged, and I feel truly blessed. Healing, forgiveness, and gratitude surround me, and in those inevitable times I feel the darkness creep in. I leave it. I leave it to God in prayer. That was 2 years ago. Well, not quite, but we'll get there. For this Lent study, it's my future story, and the past year and a half, there's been a lot of ups and downs still that I ride. So I remember where I was when I wrote that, not just where I was physically, which is in my kitchen. It happens to be where I like to do most of my writing. Sometimes listening to music, sometimes not. But I just stand at the counter and write. I remember where I was emotionally as well. I felt lost, adrift, and alone. I was in mourning. I remember telling people in the aftermath of my divorce that I wasn't just mourning the person or the relationship I lost, which of course I did, but more than that, more powerful than that, for me anyway, was mourning the loss of the future I thought I was supposed to have. The future. We all think about it. We worry about it. We plan for it. We pray for it. What does your future look like? Are you looking forward to retirement, and travel, leisure at home with new hobbies, security for loved ones? You're cruising in your boat, and there is a destination. You're traveling soundly, and nothing is in your way. You've planned for everything. The future. The future we are planning for, the future we all hope for, can be gone in a moment. Most, if not all of us in this room know this. I know you do. Most of us have experienced some type of loss that changes our plan or our dreams for the future, and that can be devastating. When I wrote that devotional, I had lost my boat. I was treading water in an unfamiliar place with no idea how deep the water was, what currents I might experience, or in which direction to head. The future seemed dim, and I needed to build a raft. What would build your raft? Faith? Friends? Family? Perhaps even work? I can tell you for me, a large portion of my raft is this place. I work here, I sing here, and I pray here. I have family here. It's a home. And as time marches on, I found more ways to build my raft. I've returned to performing in theater. It's really my first great love. New friendships, finding a deeper, more meaningful, if sometimes troubling connection with my children. I could go on, because time continues to march on and my raft continues to grow. And I do feel my future grow brighter. And I trust that eventually I will have a boat. Thank you.